It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. A date on Super Bowl Sunday awaits one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. Racing down the left side. There it is, touchdown Detroit. The Lions take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fox now to kick this one away. Johnson now on the return. Return's looking good so far. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
They send the tight end in motion left. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's Love. That's caught, Tucker Kraft. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
This is reeled in by Reed. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Ready?
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Come on, set. Ready.
Love out of the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So 4th down, and the big-legged Michael Dixon out to punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
And on 2nd and 7, he gets a lock behind one, deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Back now, pressure on its way. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. He'll cobble together a yard there. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. They'll try and throw it here. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions take a 13-0 lead. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Lions drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Fox now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Fight, ready.
Play fake. It's Love. He lets one fly deep downfield. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. So 2nd down coming up.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
He's got it deep downfield. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers will reach pay dirt for the first time this game. That's up and through for the point after. And the Packers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They have themselves another 1st and 10. They go play action here. Laporta with the grab. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to run. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Back to throw now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Throwing now from the gun. first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Room to the right. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact.
And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 13-point lead. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Lions double their lead to 14. Fox now to kick this one away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Ooh, partner, Hish has gotten out of hand early. That pick 6, the latest play, pushing us towards a blowout.
Yeah, everything has gone in their favor so far. You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NFL. It takes this kind of combination, right? Both in personnel and in every phase of the game.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Hut.
Love back to it after the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be 1st down Packers.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. To the air with Love. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Takes the handoff, now Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Down.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Touchdown, Green Bay. Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers get it back to a 14-point game. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Coming right is Gibbs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. From the 38. Taking a deep shot here. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21. Fox now to kick this one away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Slide through.
Love from the gun. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here from the frozen tundra. The Packers trailing on the scoreboard. Running on 1st here with Jacobs. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Ready.
Here's Love to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped.
97.
First down throw, here's Love. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And now it's 2nd down.
6. Mega. Here we go. Set.
Love to throw again. Caught by the open man. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers chop some of the lead off before the half. That one splits the uprights. And the Packers get it back to a 14-point game. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. after a good pickup. They've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. It's taken in by Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. 2nd and 1. Bails out of the pocket quick. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. That's St. Brown working the sideline, complete. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that makes this a 3-score game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our 1st half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start. We've got a touchback.
Ready, break.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Set, go.
Jacobs running behind center. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Ready, ready.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Red, yellow. Set.
Play fake, it's Love. Stays in the pocket. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
Let's go.
Love out of the shotgun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell at the INT. And the Lions bring it all the way back inside the red zone before he's finally hauled down. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He'll throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to the air here. Complete beyond the marker. And in for the Detroit touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Fox now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He takes it himself. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those 2, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
He put everything he had into this one. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
4th down, here's Love. Oh, what a play! He adjusted to the tipped pass, reels in that deep shot. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, Brock, and the huge play extends this drive.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here we go.
Handoff here to Jacobs. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
He's going to push one deep down the right. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Come on, set.
Throwing, Love. He's got it inside the 10. It's a Green Bay touchdown. So the Packers showing faith in their offense as they decide to go for two.
Ready.
Will set up for the two-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That's Cole Bishop.
Those defenders, well, they're just as excited as all of us when we get to see a two-point play. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and can energize a defense and give them that swag when the defenses stop them.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll go right side with Gibbs. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Another one for Gibbs. He's got to gain a 6 there. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. 6 yards the pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
From the gun on 3rd down. Pass complete to Gibbs. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Love now to throw. He puts some juice on it deep. Oh no, they get him yet again. That's Cole Bishop. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That pick-6 ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. And they're going to have to get points now in a hurry. And that's for an offense who just threw the interception. Heading right back out there, you better flush it fast.
He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Right. Here we go. Ready?
Love back to it after the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 26-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go.
Another try following the sack. That finds Jacobs complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Love from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Ready.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Set.
Going run again with Jacobs. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers make it an 18-point game. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Gibbs on the carry. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now it becomes a critical 3rd down.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
It's fielded at the 14. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Packers will take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Shotgun now for Love. This one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down. Love looking to pass. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Love to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Christian Watson that time. So that brings up 4th and long.
17. Here we go.
Love to throw again. That's cut beyond the marker. Free inside the 30. Jaden Reed. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers get it back to within 2 possessions. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. The Packers again coming to the line for 2. They want to run it across. And he's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's a give to Gibbs. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2. They send St. Brown in motion left. 3rd down run by Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss. The Lions readying for the punt. Jack Fox will kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And this is going to stick them deep on their own side. That's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
22 middle. Come on, set.
Love gets everything he has under this throw. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd and 10, Love trying again. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Here we go, set.
Love now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Jaden Reed, the intended target. And that brings up 4th and long. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going. That forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Able to get it to Reed. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. The Packers trying to hurry to the line. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Lions have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. So the Lions get the win on the road. And one last huge step has been taken, partner, as they claim that George Halas Trophy as NFC champions. And now just 1 step and 1 trophy remain. 2 weeks from now when they take the field in the Super Bowl. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Green Bay.